Well, good morning from the frosty town of Silverton here. Just stepped outside of the Avon Hotel where I spent my evening. Slept pretty good, nice and warm in there. It's good, I'm glad I didn't camp. My phone says it's 33 degrees out this morning. And motorcycle is covered in frost. So I think it's gonna be a little bit tough before I take off. Yeah, I'm gonna make some tea and go sit and chill, I guess. Hopefully in a little while we'll be headed up to Red Mountain Pass and back over there to Ironton. It's about 9:30 here. My phone says it's warmed up to a whole 41 degrees. Got most of my stuff packed, need to finish putting a few things away on the bike. Checking out of the Avon Hotel here. Fun little place to stay, interesting place. Definitely not your typical motel. Decent experience though, I would say. Nice to have a warm bed and a shower. So we're gonna head on out here and finish packing up the bike and hit the road. Head up and check out Ironton in a little more detail. And then back through Red Mountain Mining area this morning. A few things I'd planned to do yesterday, but just due to the weather, cloudiness this morning, it's pretty nice out. I mean, at least sunny. Clear skies, mostly clear skies, partly cloudy. Should make for some decent pictures. So stick around, we're gonna head up there and check it out. Thanks for joining me again today. Leaving the Avon Hotel behind us here in Silverton finally. It's not too bad out. It's rather brisk, you'd say, but the good news is I won't be riding too fast. Traveling up US 550 back north towards Ouray, where I just came from yesterday. Of course, not going to Ouray, just going back up to the Ironton area. The aspens are really nice up there. I wanted to go back up there and get some pictures, and then I want to go through the Red Mountain Mining area, which is a easy rated trail. Bypasses a section of 550 there. There's some really neat mining stuff on Red Mountain Mining area, so I'm looking forward to that. Sleepy little town here is starting to wake up. Tourists out and about, myself included, I guess. Looks like we are 11 miles or 17 kilometers approximately from Ironton, which will take us back over Red Mountain Pass there. back into the Ironton area here. I kind of had this on my radar to come back to this morning because I knew the weather would be much nicer as far as the lighting goes anyway. I'll probably actually continue on past Ironton a little ways up to that lake that was along the highway. I don't remember what that's called, but I know there was a neat building here in Ironton I was hoping to get a picture of the asses with, and then I'm going to continue on over to the lake. Driving through the old Ironton area here, some old buildings and stuff, not a whole lot to see. It is a place you can camp though. I actually thought about camping up here last night, but with the way the weather was in Silverton, which is another 600 feet lower than here, I'm glad I didn't. Also, it's right by the highway, so it can be kind of noisy, but I'm sure traffic kind of dies down in the evening. Anyway, we're going to continue on to Crystal Lake. It's just an additional 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers on up there. Just a very short drive up here to the Crystal Lake pullout. It's a very popular place to stop today, as I'm not surprised. With the foliage the way it is, I just need to find a place to park probably. Turn around right up here maybe, find me a good picture, and then head on back towards Red Mountain mining area. To the Red Mountain mining area, County Road 31. Here at this switchback, it's easy to miss. Ah, that's the Yankee girl up there, the tall shaft mine. We'll make it up there here in just a second. Just a short drive up around here to see the head frame of the Yankee Girl mine. Mining was established here in the Red Mountain District in the late 1800s. The Yankee Girl itself was developed in the 1880s by John Robinson. A small community actually formed around here called Guston, at one time having 300 people. It did finally get a post office in 1892, but that didn't last very long. The silver panic a year later, mining declined in this area and the post office closed in 1898.
Oh, that's a new gate. Oh no, we gotta make this. Switch back. Massive hole there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to hit that, huh? Let's see. This should take us over to the Yankee Girl. Oh.
Eventually, mining would pick back up again by the late 1890s, early 1900s, but the camp had pretty well already been abandoned by then. Over its lifetime, the Yankee Girl mine was said to have produced around $8 million in silver, copper, and gold ore.
Here we are at the Yankee Girl mine. Vertical mine here. Nice old building. Has had a little restoration work on it, which gives it the look that it has today. So what you're looking at here is the hoist house at the Yankee Girl mine. Where gold ore and miners and equipment would have been lowered into a vertical shaft there. Coming up to the next mine already. Really quick drive on up from that lower section. Is this the National Bell mine? I don't remember exactly. Stop and have a look here. What you see behind me here are the remnants of the Genessee Mine. Initially, I was thinking it was the National Bell Mine. That's actually the next stop on the route. I've been up here and installed these buildings years and years ago. I don't know if I can find any old pictures from the last time I was here or not, but time has definitely taken its toll on the structures here. Unfortunately, that tends to happen with historical mining areas in Colorado. There are a few that are being maintained as historic areas or being preserved, even some by private owners. Far distance over there, you can probably make out US 550. The railway extension thing sticking out there, that's part of the old Idoro mine, or Idorado mine, or that's who owns it now anyway. Let's walk up here and have a little closer look at these. Now I'm guessing this building here, this area, would have been equipment building, probably housed a big air compressor on that concrete foundation there. You can still see some old piping laying there on the ground that would have carried the compressed air deep into the mountainside, where the workers would hammer away until they got some holes to insert some dynamite or whatever they use. I'm not a mining expert, to blast the rock. You can see behind us here, this railway extended out here would have brought ore out of the shaft back in the mountain there, brought ore out here, and then dumped it into some other mode of transportation to be carried on for processing. All right, off to the next mine here in the Red Mountain Mining District. It's wanting to rain, so hopefully that doesn't amount to much. It's just light mist right now, but it's making it kind of undesirable. You definitely don't want to go flying anywhere too fast around some of these places. Some pretty bad washouts in some of these roads here that you don't see until the last minute. there on our right here, you can see what's left of the National Bell Mine. That again would have been a hoist tower. As gold was discovered in the area in the late 1800s, several mines were established. The town of Red Mountain sprung up. At one time, the town had a population of over 500 people. However, as the hopes and dreams of instant riches dwindled, by 1910, the population had too dwindled to 26. Post office closed pretty soon after in 1913. Not much remains of the town today. Several accidental fires over the years burned most of the buildings down, as well as some natural forest fires. However, this one building here still stands next to the National Bell Mine, up on top of the pile of rubble there. We could walk up there and take a look at it, or we could take the easy route and put a bird in the air. I think we might go that way. Since it finally quit raining, the sun is shining again. How glorious. Once we leave the National Bell Mine there, we actually need to backtrack just a little bit across that creek that we crossed to get over there, on up this other road. Here, off to the, what was off to the left, I guess, when you were coming in. Otherwise, you get dumped right back out on US 550 there pretty shortly. This looks a little muddy. Luckily the showers have let up. Hopefully this isn't a grease ball. A little greasy, not bad. Probably could have got back out on 550 there, wouldn't have missed much, but stay on the intended route here. I always miss that turn and end up back on the highway. Coming up to the Longfellow Mine here. This is a really neat one. It's still got the old air compressor there. I love this one. We're here at the Longfellow Mine, probably my second favorite mine on the route, next to the Yankee Mine. This mine also has a very well preserved vertical hoist house. My favorite thing about this mine though is the old Ingersoll Rand air compressor. Would have been AC electrical driven. You can see the remnants of the motor lane there. Old Ingersoll Rand Type 10. I don't know anything about that specific compressor, but if you know anything about the time frame of those, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Big old tank there for the compressed air. And then the important part here, the hoist house, where men and ore and equipment would have been brought in and out of a vertical shaft deep into the mountain here. You can step inside and see where that would have been. Straight down here, below this grate now that prevents us from plunging to our death, would have been the vertical mine shaft, or would have been brought up, put on rail cars, and then sent out on the rails. Well, I just saw a guy in a rental car, a Chrysler or something, headed up that road I just came off of. He was parked in the middle of it, scouting it out. I came along, asked him if he was going backwards or forwards. He said he was going forwards. I'm like, alright man, good for you. It's a rental, I guess, right? I think we're coming up to something. I don't know if it's anything. Yeah, that's closed. Can't go that way. Private property. No, go that way. Hikers welcome. I don't know what's up there. Oh, there's an old mine building up there. Huh. Well, at that sharp switch back there, there is some mine stuff up there if you want to go look at it. My aerial friend is dead, and I'm not gonna hike up there. Now this, I believe, is a rental. I think you can rent this place here. Obviously some sort of old mining bunkhouse or something, maybe even. I've been on this route. It's been years ago, and that was in a Jeep, so I don't remember how crazy this gets. I don't think too crazy. Better maintain some speed up that. Road is still going up. Oh, we got to go over that 12,000 ridge line, I think. Oh, very pretty. Very pretty. Wow, great views. Still climbing. Wow, look at that. Isn't that spectacular? No mines to see, but man, the view. I gotta stop for a picture. I don't think I'm quite to the high point on the route yet, but I had to stop for just a moment and appreciate the views from this vantage point. That is just amazing. And off in the distance there, that's Highway 550. You see snaking through the valley down there. The route between Durango and Silverton on up to Array and Ridgeway. Another four-wheel drive route working its way up the gulch back there. I'm not sure what that is, but you can see behind us there where we came from. I believe we probably just crested over the high point there. Gonna head on down. We will be arriving at the Brooklyn Mine next. We are coming up here on the something mine. What mine is this? Damn it, I just said it a minute ago. Yeah, there it is up there. Can we go? Oh yeah, we could have went up there. Let's spin about and have a look from down here though first. Yes. There we have a little look at what's left of the Brooklyn Mine. That's a little private cabin in above it there. You can get on up there a little closer. I think with the rain continuing as it is and the daylight hours fading on me here before too long, I mean, it's still fairly early in the day, but I've got a little bit of a drive to get back. That's as close as we're going to take a look at the Brooklyn Mine. But
I'm not sure if that sets on private property, the mine itself, so you might not even be able to go into it. A lot of this area in here is still privately owned, so you do have to be a little cautious of that. A little respectful of private property. You can see here going into the mountain would have been a horizontal mine shaft. That might be the actual shaft for the Brooklyn mine, I'm not sure. We've made it back to US Highway 550 here at the south end of San Juan County Road 14. Coming out of the Red Mountain mining area, it is raining, sleeting. I'm surprised not snowing yet. It probably is up there above 13,000. Crazy thing is, there's blue skies off in the distance. I'm hoping this rain lets up pretty quick. I'm about 6.2 miles, 10 kilometers on into Silverton from here. It is currently 3:30 here. Got a couple hours drive to get on back home for me. So that puts me in at about 5:30. If everything goes decent, I do need to stop in Silverton and grab some water. Not a water. I guess I could grab a funnel and catch this coming from the sky, but need to get a move on, I suppose. Get this day finished up. The video will probably pretty well wrap up here. I don't know whether this is going to be a one-day, multi-day video, multi-segment. Not sure how I'm going to break this up yet, but really appreciate you joining me on this trip. It's been a fun 3 days. It's a beautiful area up in here, and fall just makes it that much more spectacular, really. So, hope you can get out here and enjoy it for yourself someday. Again, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the ride. These people from California here are just going slower and although I'm following this dumb from California driving slow as shit. Doing a little sliding. It's alright, got plenty of room to work with. It's hailing now. A little bit. So that's lovely.